Hi, and welcome back to Hawk Talk to the 2020-2021 season. As you may have noticed, we have somebody new. So if you could go ahead and introduce yourself, who you are, and what do you do here at DSU?
My name is Mackenzie Grubbs, and I am a volleyball player, and I run track. I'm a senior this year, and I'm an exercise science major.
But not only that, you are the applicant for the next co-host of Hawk Talk. So I don't know if that's any like a big deal or not, but I sure think it is. So I got a few questions for you. So who exactly is Kenzie Grubbs?
I would say that I would describe myself as an athlete. I'm really passionate about like athletics, and I plan to go into physical therapy to help athletes actually. So.
Do you plan on staying here, or do you plan on going back home? And where exactly is home for you?
I'm from Wyoming, Upton, Wyoming, and I think that I'm gonna try to go to grad school down in Texas.
Oh wow!
So yeah, kind of open some doors for myself. So I'm not sure where I will end up.
Gotcha. So you've seen Hawk Talk. You've been on Hawk Talk before. You're kind of a frequent flyer around here. So how would you rate your sports knowledge?
Ooh, I would say I'm pretty knowledgeable about sports.
Like on a scale of 1 to 10?
7.
Solid 7. I mean, that's where I think I qualify. Like a solid 7, a solid 8 right in there. If you could have an actor play you in a movie, who would you have who is starring as Kenzie Grubbs?
Ooh, it's a tough one. I feel like Sandra Bullock is pretty adventurous, and I think she's a fun actor.
Okay.
But kind of, I would think that they would need a blonde actor. So maybe like a Blake Lively or something.
Blake Lively. I could see it. I could definitely see that. Mine would be Chris Farley when he was alive. I feel like I've got the kind of like temperament of Chris Farley.
Yeah, okay.
Like, I feel like I'm kind of out there. I mean, I got this mullet going, so I feel like it's kind of Chris Farley-esque.
Okay.
So obviously you've been on Hawk Talk, but have you kind of watched Hawk Talk to see what it's kind of like?
I have watched Hawk Talk.
Like, have you watched yourself specifically?
I have watched myself, but I've also watched a lot of other Hawk Talks.
Perfect. So, I mean, you know what it's like.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just fun. It's a fun atmosphere.
It is fun.
Yeah. I mean, we ask fun questions. You get it. It's fun. It's a great time. If you could identify with an athlete, like a professional sports athlete, who would you say you identify as?
Identify as or with?
Matt.
Both.
You pick which question you want to answer.
I would want to identify with Sydney McLaughlin.
What sport does she play?
She is a hurdler.
Hurdler. Okay.
She's kind of my idol.
Your idol?
Yeah, she is an Olympic hurdler at the age of like 16.
Oh, wow. So, I mean, you are a pretty phenomenal hurdler, I must say.
Thank you.
So, you've seen Hawk Talk, you've been on Hawk Talk. You know that we ask the fun questions around here.
Yes.
So, what Crayola crayon would you say you identify with?
Like a color?
Yeah.
Ooh, I would say yellow, because it's like a happy color, and it's like optimistic.
Optimistic, okay. I mean, I guess the obvious answer is to say navy, like blue, just because like Blue Hawks.
Or Blue Hawks?
Yeah, I mean, you and I are both repping
That's
right
true.
now.
I feel like that's a cliche answer, though.
Yeah, pretty cliche. I don't know if you know me or not. I'm pretty cliche.
Okay.
So, if you could add anything to Hawk Talk, what would you do to it? As a new co-host, what would you bring to the table for Hawk Talk?
I think something that would be fun to do is maybe like commentating on some games, or
That's in the works. That's definitely in the works.
I think that would be fun. Or maybe getting like, I don't know, because it's pretty involved with the student or athletes, I guess. So I don't know. I think commentating would be a good addition because I think it'd be fun, and I think a lot of people would listen.
Yeah. So I definitely know that's in the works. Ron and I have been talking about it. It should be fun. We're gonna try and do that at least. Have you ever seen Blue Hawk Game Day?
Yes.
Yes? Would you be interested in coming on that and talking about some sports, talking about football, maybe trying on the mascot head?
Oh, God. Yeah, I think it'd be fun
You think
to
it'd be
talk
fun?
about some sports.
All right. I mean, we do talk about sports on this show.
That's true. Talk on the Blue Hawk games.
Okay.
I think it'd be fun.
Okay. So now, Kenzie, it is your time to say anything you want to have the fans pick you as the new co-host. So you got that camera and you got that camera.
Oh gosh, okay. I guess I would want to be a co-host on Hawk Talk because I am a two-sport athlete, and so I think that it makes me more involved in things, like personally. And I'm also on Student Senate, so I get a lot of student opinions, and I think I could bring a lot to the table with that.
You got a fun personality.
That's true. I like to think it's fun.
I mean, you and I are friends. We have a good chemistry. I think it'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it would be fun.
So you could vote for Kenzie on our Twitter poll and our Instagram poll, and you can find our Twitter right there, which is actually kind of cool now that we can do that. And you can find our Instagram, which is at DSU Foundation. That is all under caps. So that's that, I guess. So if you want to vote for Kenzie, we'll have that poll up this Saturday, the 19th, and that'll go all weekend long. So if you feel like voting for Kenzie, definitely do that. And we'll be right back with another co-applicant.
Here come your Blue Hawks. Steps into the throw, in the wind, down to the goal line, and caught! Touchdown, Blue Hawks!
And welcome back. As you can see, the camera lens probably got a little wider for you, just because we have this gigantic person of a applicant here. So go ahead, introduce yourself, who you are, and what do you do here at DSU?
I'm Gunnar Farsfeet. I'm from a small town in western North Dakota, Beach, North Dakota. I'm here at DSU to play football. Currently a junior and integrated farm management major in the agriculture department. So.
All right. Got a farm kid from Beach, North Dakota as our next applicant to be the co-host of Hawk Talk. So how would you rate your sports knowledge, Gunnar?
I would say pretty solid.
Pretty
8
solid?
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
Solid.
You're more comfortable with sports than I am, probably.
Yes.
And you might recognize the last name as your dad is an All-American here at DSU.
Yep, 3-time All-American here at DSU. January of 2019, he was inducted into the NAIA National Hall of Fame for being an offensive lineman. So. Pretty cool honor.
I've met your dad, and I can tell you that he is a very large man, but you make him look small, Gunnar.
Now I do, yeah. He shrunk a little bit, but that's what happens when you get old. So.
That's exactly what happens when you get old. You kind of shrink a little bit.
Yep.
I'm definitely feeling that. You know, I'm
He's
starting
still-
to get a feel.
He still
feel like
bullies
I'm
me
old.
around, though.
Oh,
so.
100% believe
yeah.
that.
Oh, yeah.
If you could have anybody play you in a movie, what actor do you think would be tall enough and big enough to play you?
See, that's a problem because there's not that many big actors. Personality-wise, I would love a young Kurt Russell.
Ooh.
Just because he's got that charisma about himself and kind of that, I don't want to call myself an in-your-face personality guy, but I have a big personality, and he can play a wide range, and I just love his work. So
Is that just because you're a big fan of Tombstone?
yes, love Tombstone.
I know you do.
Favorite movie.
Watched it on the bus a few times with you, and I can tell you can quote every word to that movie.
Yep. Coach McGuire was our offense coordinator last year and brought it on road trips. Great time. Great time.
Great movie.
Great movie.
Great piece of cinema right there.
Yes.
So have you ever watched Hawk Talk?
I've watched a few. I watched 2 episodes when Tobin O'Brien, one of my teammates, offensive lineman, was on the show, as well as John Haraldson, that we know as Conky. So I've watched those episodes.
Did you do that in a little preparation to try and get yourself prepared for this?
No, it was a long time ago.
Okay.
So
As long as you know that Buzz Lightyear was not the first man on the moon,
yes, I think I got that.
I think that we're going to be all right then.
Yes.
Gunnar. If you could identify with one athlete, like an offensive lineman possibly, who would you say you identify with?
I would say, I'm going to say Joe Thomas, that played for the Cleveland Browns, left tackle. He holds the NFL record for the most consecutive snaps played. It's like over 10,000 snaps. He's from a small town in Wisconsin, farm kid, played at the University of Wisconsin, and ended up being All-Pro however many times, going to be a future Hall of Famer, and played on one of the probably the worst stretches of football teams in the Cleveland Browns. So he's just an idol, that the fact that he just stuck it out and performed.
I would have to say that is pretty accurate. I feel like Joe Thomas should have gotten to a way better team than the Cleveland Browns, but the fact that he stuck it out, the tenacity.
Yeah, it's really
Straight tenacity.
I
love using that word, tenacity.
I hope by the end of my football career I can accomplish that level of tenacity, because I think that propels athletes to a whole nother level.
I like that answer. Good answer. Great answer.
Try.
So Gunnar, if you were to pick any superpower or to be to be the defender of Dickinson, North Dakota, what superpower are you going with?
I'm gonna be fast.
You want to be fast.
I want to be lightning fast.
Lightning fast.
Just because I'm a big guy and I'm kind of slow. So if I could be like Dash off of like The Incredibles.
Do you have a specific superhero name?
Oh boy, I don't know. I don't think you associate superhero names with big people and being fast. So that we might have to work on that, Coulter.
We should.
Yeah, but no, I'd love to be fast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Flying's cool, but
Flying, yeah. I mean, like super strength.
I mean, I'm a fairly strong guy, but
I definitely seen you in the weight room, Gunnar.
but no, I would definitely choose speed.
I like that. I feel like I go super strength. That'd just be kind of cool.
It'd be quite the combo, you and me.
Yeah. You fast, I'm strong.
Oh yeah, we get some work done.
We
We get some
we
defending
definitely
done.
would not look it, but it'd be kind of funny.
Yeah. It's the sleeper factor. You wouldn't expect it at us too.
Definitely not.
So
If you could add something to Hawk Talk, what would you add as the next co-host?
really, I would love to see commentating at DSU athletic events, which I think would be really fun to do. Get the crowd involved, get the fans involved. I think it'd be a good time. Unfortunately, I couldn't do it for football.
No. I mean, you're kind of busy as the starting tackle for the
Yeah.
offensive line. I feel like you're a little bit busy on Saturdays.
Yeah, but that's the only bad part. I would love to do football games, but yeah, I'll be a little occupied.
Yeah.
Unless we're up by a lot and I get pulled out at halftime. I
And
can
then-
maybe sneak up to the booth. But
Well, Rod Clygen, he does the radio announcing, so that gets played into the consolidated. So maybe Rod would just have you on one time.
that would be awesome. Rod is really my idol. He's been, I love listening to him on the radio. He's been the radio announcer since my dad played here in the early 90s, and he's just a fantastic sports commentator.
He is.
The
Can
best in
agree.
the business.
Can confirm.
So I would love to. I wish I had a speaker in my helmet when I was on the field playing, because I would listen to the game and Rod commentate while I played. That would be ideal situation.
The ideal situation.
Yes.
So now is your time to say to the fans, why should you be the next co-host of Hawk Talk?
I would say, I think the dynamic of me and Coulter being previous teammates and good friends, I think we got a good energy, good connection between the two of us, and I think it'd be a good time representing the DSU community in Dickinson. So,
Wow, brought a tear to my eye.
yeah, I try.
So you as the fans can now vote for Gunnar or Kenzie at DSU Heritage Found on Twitter and at DSU Foundation on Instagram. And remember, we'll have those polls for you this Saturday, and that'll go throughout the weekend, and you can find out who will be the next co-host on the next episode of Hawk Talk. And after this, we'll be right back with a recap.
Hawks are up.
Hi, and welcome back. As you can kind of see, we have the two applicants here, and we're ready to do the recap. So, Gunnar, how was things in Madison, South Dakota for football?
Madison, South Dakota, it was a good trip down. The field conditions, it rained the night before, so the field was a little soft because they're the only team in our conference that doesn't play on turf. They play on grass, but the Hawks performed well and got the dub.
Got the W. Got the W.
So
So, actually, things during the game. I know I watched the game at home. I kind of had COVID. Don't worry about it though. I had COVID. I watched the game. The game was tied 14-14 at halftime. What did you guys think going into the locker room at that point?
Basically, 14-14, you have that mentality going in the second half. Anyone's ball game, 0-0, starting over. And really, our biggest deal was to eliminate turnovers and stop them on D, and we did that well. So.
In the first half, how did it feel to see Isaiah Clute run in for that 77-yard return?
It was awesome because offense scored first drive, 4 plays, got everybody amped up, sparked. D got a stop. We had a turnover on offense, unfortunately, but then Isaiah Clute, 77-yard punt return for a touchdown. Great moment. Everyone was hyped. It kind of gave us energy to finish out the half, even though they tied it up, but it gave us momentum going into the third quarter, and we excelled then and pulled away.
I can tell you it was awesome. Kenzie, what did you think about the football game?
I thought it was really cool. I did stop watching for a little bit at halftime, and so when I came back, it was nice to see that you guys came back and were winning the game.
Not only that, there were 2 picks in the play. We had Paxton Miller's pick in the end zone, along with Reese Porter's interception. So, I mean, it was awesome to see on the TV. I wish I was there, but under circumstances, things happen. You get sick. You think you're going to die. But I'm still here, so that's really good. So we also had golf. Golf this past weekend, they were in Valley City. Unfortunately, the men's and the women's lost. I know the men's, they lost 322 to 317. Very close. We had freshman Bryce Reed, he shot a 72, along with sophomore Hunter Moran, shot an 80. I know the Blue Hawks, they're going to Jamestown. They went to Jamestown, actually, and then you can find the scores on the DSU Blue Hawk site just to learn more information. And then we also had the girls. Now, the girls, they kind of also lost to Valley City. It was not very fun in Valley City.
It was a good showing by both Hawk teams. Though.
Good showing by both Hawk teams. Not the exact score that we wanted. The Hawks lost 374 to 360. Jay Steiner, she's a senior. She shot an 88. Senior Natalie Haffer, she also shot a 93. Then we also had freshman Madison Cooney. She shot a 96. Kind of had to throw her out there as I am a Laurel grad as well. So I don't know if she's going to watch this and just say, hey, I kind of remember him. But I just had to throw her out there.
I'm saying Valley City had the home course advantage. I'm thinking I got my money all on the Hawks when they return home to Medora next week.
Yep, I couldn't have said it better myself, Gunner.
Yep.
How about you? Could you say anything better?
No, I agree. I think our golf team is about to show up.
Show up or show out?
Yeah, got some good people on the team this year.
Drive for show, putt for dough. That's what you got to remember.
Where's the tee box and what's course record?
Yep, there you go.
That's my attitude towards
You
golf.
got to do it every time.
Never golfed a day in my life, but I'd like to try one day.
Hey, you got to have that mentality in everything you do.
So how did cross country do in Madison?
They did good. The girls team won, and Sonia Lawrence, she ran unattached, but she won the whole meet, and this was her first cross-country meet ever, so it's kind of exciting for her.
Wow.
Yeah, the girls all ran really good, and the boys ran really good also, but they didn't have quite the showing. They're missing a lot of their teammates right now. A lot of them are sick or injured, so I think once they come back, everyone will be on stride, and it'll be a good showing for everyone overall.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they're
And-
looking good for conference.
Perfect. And where are they running this weekend?
Oh, this weekend?
I'm pretty sure they're running at the Heart River Golf Course this weekend, if I'm not mistaken.
I think they are, yeah. It's
Okay.
like a meet, but
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's both men's and women's?
yes.
Perfect. So, how's volleyball doing?
Good. We have a lot of new girls on the team, a lot of freshmen, but it's all coming together, and we're really excited to go play Wednesday.
And where are you guys going?
Valley City.
Valley City.
Ooh, right off the gate.
Yeah.
Tough place to play.
Tough place to play. And then you guys all have another away game, and then you have a home game after that. Is that correct?
Yes.
Perfect. So whenever that is, we can get more information from the DSU Blue Hawks site. It's going to be Hawks beat whoever they're playing in Scott Gym that day.
Heck yeah.
And you can follow us on Twitter at DSU Heritage Foundation, or Heritage Found, and on Instagram at DSU Foundation. We'll have the Instagram poll and the Twitter poll to see which of these guys you would like to see as your next Hawk Talk host. So, what'd you guys think?
It was fun.
Do you guys think you can do this?
Oh yeah.
So,
You think so? You guys ready to end it? I know you were already jumping the gunner earlier.
Jump in the gunner.
Yeah, that was Ron's joke.
But
So, you guys ready?
I think so.
And with that, Hawks
Hawks
are
are
up.
up.
That was good.